Making his way to centering, trained out of the Mad X gym, Eli Madigan. A lot of people, Hammer, are touting Eli Madigan as the next big thing in Queensland Muay Thai.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michael, I've seen why. Eli Madigan possesses a lot of skill. He's had 26 fights for 23 wins. That's only 3 losses on his record. And every time you see this guy step in the centre ring, he is a class act. Tonight, of course, Frankie Giorgi is going to issue the challenge.
Fighting out of the blue corner tonight and weighing in at 70 kilos. He's had 18 fights for 13 wins. He's training at the Matrix Gym. Please welcome Frank Giorgi. His opponent tonight weighing in at 70.5 kilograms with a fight record of 23 wins from 26 encounters. He fights out of the Mad X Gym and he won the WMC Asia Pacific title in Hong Kong this year. He is Eli Mad Dog Madigan.
Third man in centering here, Andrew Keogh. The stare down, Frankie Giorgi. Have a look at the look on the kisser of Giorgi, and there is fire in the eyes of Eli Madigan.
This fight to be contested over 5 3-minute rounds of Muay Thai action. The man in the middle who has been in the ring with both these gentlemen before, your referee, Andrew Keogh.
Third man in centering, Andrew Keogh gets us underway. We are set 5x3, full Thai rules, all the good stuff. Knees and elbows, 70 kilos, brought to you by SupremeBloodstock.com. Nice jab, right hand, inside thigh kick there from Eli Madigan in the red gloves. Frankie Giorgi coming off that knockout victory at the Southport RSL last time out. War on the shore in the blue gloves. These two young bulls who are vying to be labelled the next big thing in Queensland Muay Thai. Who will come up trumps? Look for the excellence of execution, that is Eli Madigan, and look for the power, that is Frankie Giorgi.
Well, Michael, talking to a few of the guys out the back earlier, a lot of them were saying this might be a one-horse race Eli Madigan's way. For mine, Frankie Giorgi is just a little bit too strong for that, but he'll issue the challenge. But Eli's a very fast starter, and the difference is going to be if Giorgi can either go with him or weather the storm early.
Well, have a look at Eli Madigan already. More combinations than a Chinese restaurant. Straight right hand there from Madigan.
That was actually, I think it was a short right elbow. Very quick
the
though.
Front kick off the lead leg does Madigan. Jab two. And Eli Madigan dominating in the early stages of this fight. Oh, feint inside thigh kick, right hand, and this is just sublime and succulent combination work from Eli Madigan. But Frankie Giorgi says, come on, son, is that all you've got? And Giorgi tries to skip forward with his palace elbows.
Giorgi just carrying his guard a little low for my liking. I like to see his hands up a bit higher, have him looking through the gloves, especially fighting a much taller opponent in Eli Madigan.
Frankie Giorgi with the carnage. Nathan Corbett in the corner. Inside thigh kick from Giorgi. Didn't find the target. Have a look at that 4-strike combination from Eli Madigan. Short poking left hand from Madigan. Frankie Giorgi taking more strikes than a bowling alley here in the first round. Checks the low kick, does Giorgi.
This is great use of the push kick by Eli. He uses his range very well. He's a tall fighter for this weight division, and he's using his reach supremely. Giorgi, however, he'll walk through a lot of that stuff, so Eli really has to commit when he uses those straight line techniques.
Nice front kick from Giorgi, just sends Eli Madigan back a couple of paces. Trade of front kicks. Again, Madigan draws a short straw, takes a body shot and charges across the ring. How smooth is Eli Madigan when he is on song, and he is on song here tonight.
Well, Eli was touted to fight Shaggy, and that would have been a crackerjack fight, and that is certainly something I hope we see in 2007.
Oh, left hook from Madigan. Stunned him momentarily. Uppercut elbow. Couldn't get through the guard. Madigan pulling out all the stops here in the first round. And there we have it into the first. We go to the towels and hammer for Eli Madigan. There's one word for it. Champagne!
Give me the bottle. Well, here's the action from the first. Again, Eli using that push kick to keep Giorgi at bay. Giorgi needs to keep his hands up because Eli is certainly going to use that trigger-fast right hand, rocketing it over the guard of Giorgi every opportunity he gets. Giorgi trying for the push or the round kick to take out Eli's supporting leg. Eli balancing off the ropes.
Okay, we are ready to rock and roll. Second round of action. The voice Michael Chavello, the hammer Mark Cincinnati. Ownership by Eli Madigan in the first round. He had more combinations than a back soak, and he opens up like a house on fire. Eli Madigan trying to thread the round kick to the back of the neck of Frankie Giorgi. Giorgi just keeps him at bay with a front kick. Jab two, left clipping hook there from Eli Madigan. Again forces Giorgi back. Oh, straight right hand, smack bang on the kisser. But Giorgi is one tough customer.
Well, Giorgi's the turnaround man, Michael. We've seen him do this before. He's a slow starter, but he certainly comes back. He's got an ironclad steel resolve, and he'll just keep going forward. What he's got to do is not be at the end of the glove of Eli Madigan.
High left round kick there from Madigan. Left hook, right hand. Outside thigh kick, and Eli Madigan is absolutely on the money so far. Frankie Giorgi has to change tact because just when he thinks he's got the answers, Eli Madigan changes the questions. Front kick from Madigan, belly button through the back, straight right hand. Trying to plow through the guard of Frankie Giorgi. Double jab right hand from Madigan. More punch than a high school prom. The punches fall short there from Giorgi. Madigan just throws those kicks with so much power, so much aggro. Giorgi's head rocks back like an Oral B ad, and Madigan just wading through Giorgi's offensive.
Well, this is Frankie Giorgi's biggest test today. Boys, he's been taken down the road many a time, and he's always come out on top. But tonight he's really stepped up a class in taking on Eli Madigan. What a great matchup, what a great fight.
Giorgi, can he find salvation in a knockdown shot? You figure that Eli Madigan is just too slick. He's proving harder to catch than Osama bin Laden, and he tags Giorgi. Giorgi turns him around, downward crossing elbow, back of the neck. Dangerous area to strike, perfectly legal, however, and that's why Muay Thai is the most brutal combat sport on the planet. Leg check there from Giorgi. Oh, straight right hand, Schnoggin knocker. He'll be breathing out of the back of his head after that one.
Well,
Step up front, kick off the rear leg from Giorgi. Jab two from Eli Hammer.
I'm sorry, Michael. I was going to say, well, obviously Eli Madigan has done his homework on Frankie Giorgi. He knows his attacks and he's cutting him off. Every time Giorgi comes in to unload, Madigan's cutting him off. He's done his homework.
This is an almost flawless fight here from Eli Madigan. Checks a low kick. Offensively, defensively, Madigan is on the money. Fires out another front kick to the sternum. End of the round, lock it away once more for the red corner and Eli Madigan.
Well, Eli Madigan is doing a great job. He's keeping Giorgi at range and certainly using the tactics that he needs to use to do the job. Once again, you see Giorgi stalking forward, trying to get in, unleash on the power on Madigan. Madigan just waiting, timing, bang. The push kick to the face, perfectly executed, and it just makes it oh so hard for Giorgi to get on the inside. Stepping across, Madigan on the attack yet again, chopping low, supporting leg taken out of Giorgi. Textbook stuff from Eli Madigan.
And backstage, we see Thailand's Peptak Sin warming up for his semi-main event contest against Soren Mongkongton. We are rolling third round of 5 here. It has been domination by Eli Madigan so far. And some concern in the corner of Frankie Giorgi. Have a look at that snaking uppercut off the left hand as Giorgi tries to career through with the overhand elbow. It has just been a cerebral fight from Eli Madigan, and look at him string them together. It is almost effortless, Hammer, the way he puts these combinations together.
Well, Eli is certainly picking Giorgi's forward attacks. I think if I was in Giorgi's corner, I'd perhaps say, let's change this plan here and make it a counter-fighting game. Draw Eli's attacks, cover for him, and then counter-fight off him. But Giorgi is very intent on going forward. He's an aggressive fighter. He fights with a big heart, Frankie Giorgi. We've seen that many, many times on Fox Sports. And you know what, tonight is no different to that. The only thing is, as I said, Eli's done his homework and he's keeping Giorgi on the end of the gloves.
Outside thigh kick to the lead quadricep area of Frankie Giorgi. Another flawless performance so far from Eli Madigan. Pokes out the jab. Giorgi tried to go through with the right hand. That kick caught on the humerus bone, but there was nothing funny about it. Giorgi just pokes out the jab again. Inside thigh kick, right hand from Eli. Backs in from pillar to post. Look at Eli Madigan go the right hand. The big bok choy.
Well,
Giorgi fires straight back.
Giorgi just trying to get the grapple on there, and Eli not allowing it. He doesn't want to get into a grappling exchange with Giorgi. Eli, he's keeping it at that kicking and punching range. He's not worrying too much about the knees and the grappling.
Front kick from Giorgi. Just trying to keep Eli Madigan at bay. Bangs to the carcass does Eli Madigan. The exclamation mark with the outside thigh kick. It is an absolute delight to watch. Jump balking right hand there. Left hook straight right hand from Madigan. Left hooks again outside thigh kick. Popping jab, right hand from Frankie Giorgi, but once again just can't get through with that one big power shot he is looking for. Only a slip in centre ring there for Madigan. Seconds ticking down here in this round. This fight is ticking away from Frankie Giorgi unless he charges tact hammer.
Well, he's trying to rally Giorgi, as we've seen him do on a number of occasions. But tonight, Eli Madigan's just not going down that road with him and keeping him at bay, fighting a very, very clever fight.
Oh, straight right hand. And that'll make Frankie Giorgi wish he played long balls instead. Right hand there from Giorgi. Left hook over the top of the right glove from Eli. Jab outside thigh kick. Giorgi fires back. Madigan ties him up. And another round hammer for the man in the red corner, Eli Madigan.
Well, it's the old cliche, excellence of execution is certainly all Eli Madigan tonight. He's doing the job very cleverly indeed. Well, once again, we see Giorgi going forward with a push kick. Eli just weaving backwards, giving it room to let the power pass, and then straight back with his power base comes Eli Madigan. Giorgi catching the ground kick, sending Eli down. He's good at catching, but he's got to bring the answer in a lot quicker after that. Eli, fork right hand, Giorgi covers, Eli chops low, and it's just a rotation of technique from Eli Madigan that has done this job so well for him in centre ring tonight.
And backstage we see Soren Monkonton warming up for the semi-main event. Can he get his revenge against Thailand's Pek Tuk Sin? That's coming up next. We are ready to roll. It is the 4th of 5, and so far it has been all one-way traffic to Eli Madigan. Frankie Giorgi opens up aggressively, but is there a little bit of frustration creeping into the game now of Frankie Giorgi? He hasn't found the power blows that he's so used to. Coming off a KO win at the Southport RSL, and finally he lands a clean right hand. Madigan just smiles at him, says, "No, you didn't hurt me with that one, Frankie," and then rallies back. Oh, straight right hand, smack bang on the jawline again from Madigan. I'm telling you, Hammer, trying to figure out how to beat Eli Madigan is about as hard as trying to figure out why men have nipples. Who knows? Frankie Giorgi can't solve it at the moment.
Oh, you can put that one down in the goal calls, Chabello. I'll allow that one. But I tell you what, Eli Madigan, he's got it all. He's got a good power base and he's got some great technique. He's got some great skills. And, you know, it's going to be interesting to see Eli Madigan just progress as a fighter. But Frankie Giorgi will only improve from this experience, and he can certainly go on from here. These are two of Australia's, as we said in the opener, two of Australia's best up-and-coming fighters you're seeing battle in centre ring right now.
Inside thigh kick from Frankie Giorgi. Goes up to the rib cage, caught him on the elbow. jab, quarter turn off to his left, working the angles very well in centering Eli Madigan. As I said, an almost flawless fight from the boy from the Mad X gym. It is a great display of Aussie Muay Thai at its finest. And 4,000 on hand here at the Sleeman Sports Complex are enjoying every moment of it.
Well, Queensland Thai Boxing Promotions have done it yet again. The Evolution Series just keep going from strength to strength, Michael. And fights like these are exactly why.
Hands up. Yeah, box.
Frankie Giorgi needs to find some sort of telling blow here. Double jab, right hand. Didn't get through with the clean shot. Overhand right from Eli almost took out the ceiling lights. Body shot, oh, left hook! The sweat just flew off the brow. Here comes Madigan. Here comes the pain. And Giorgi fires straight back. You've got to give it up. If I had a hat, I'd take it off to Frankie Giorgi. He's all guts and intestinal fortitude.
Well, there is no doubt. A lesser fighter would have certainly folded by now, thrown it down, given it up against the relentless attacks of Eli Madigan. But Frankie Giorgi's always there to fight, and he's doing a fantastic job and keeping a challenge in Eli Madigan's face.
Tip kick to the lead leg, goes a little higher to the midsection of Frankie Giorgi. Jab from Eli Madigan into the fourth. We've got one more to go.
Well, yet again, a good technical round from Eli Madigan. He's been well prepared for this event. And, you know, hat off to the Mad X gym and everyone involved with Eli's preparations. It's been sensational stuff. Well, this is how it went down in the round. Eli, inside thigh, rolls the hip nicely on the right hand. Again, measures off against Giorgi, sends him back into the blue corner. And it's all aggression and forward movement from Eli Madigan if he has the opportunity. If he hasn't, he's on the back foot and firing still off the back foot. Perfectly executed hook from Eli. And he has certainly got his eye in tonight. And again, Giorgi just getting caught with that hook. And I'll tell you what, a lesser fighter would have certainly folded, having his jaw slapped out of whack by a hook like that from Eli, and the big right hand to boot. Eli is just relentless.
Well, it's been a great battle so far. We're into the fifth and final round. Frank Giorgi versus Eli Madigan.
Both men touch gloves and we are ready to rock and roll. Fifth and final round. Frankie Giorgi tries to fire the overhand right, foot and mouth there from Eli Madigan. It has been domination and almost flawless performance for 4 rounds so far for Eli Madigan. Frankie Giorgi needs a knockout to win this one. The facts are that simple. Tip kick to the lead thigh of Giorgi. Not enough mustard behind that right hand to do any damage. High knee under the left arm there from Eli Madigan. Checks the low kick, does Madigan. Circles off clockwise. Snakes the uppercut, rocks the jaw back slightly of Frankie Giorgi. High left round kick was caught on the glove. And Hammer, you've got to wonder, has Frankie Giorgi got any tricks left, or is he just trying to see out the final round here? Does he know that this one is probably beyond his reach?
He just got caught with a stinging round kick to the face to Giorgi, but to answer your question, Michael, he's got to still resolve, as I said. And he's given it up, and he still sees himself as maybe finding that one opening, maybe landing that finishing shot. Eli Madigan tonight, as I said, he's looking too sharp. He's looking too composed, and unless something goes very, very wrong, I can't see that happening.
Have a look at that. Giorgi had the leg tied up, and Madigan tagged him with the right hand, just using that reach advantage. Spins out of trouble, does Frankie Giorgi. But once again, it is the total domination, the complete package. That is Eli Madigan. Frankie Giorgi has tried his hardest, but he cannot find a chink in the armour of Eli Madigan for 4.5 rounds so far. And as time ticks down on Giorgi, and Madigan continues to circle him, continues to tee off like a golf course, Frankie Giorgi can only hope to see out the round. Long-reaching jab again from Eli Madigan. He's had more jabs than an inoculation clinic. Left hook from Frankie Giorgi. Madigan misses with the right hand. High left round kick from Madigan. Hammer, it has to be one of the finest performances we've seen in 06. This one by Eli Madigan. Have a look as he almost sends Frankie Giorgi over the top rope.
Well, you know, technically, it is definitely one of the best fights you're likely to see from Eli Madigan. And take nothing away from Frankie Giorgi, because he is one tough competitor. He keeps walking forward. He keeps wanting to fight. And, you know, that's a big heart from Giorgi. Eli is just excellence of execution, putting it all together so well. Textbook stuff from him. And, you know, I'm just in awe of both of these champions.
Wherever you're watching, folks, we hope you're enjoying it just as much as we are. Eli Madigan loops the shin around the back of the neck, pokes out the jab. Frankie Giorgi's nose is bleeding now, and there it is, end of the fifth and final round. And this one is going to go the way of Eli Madigan. And I know that Dennis Garcia, watching up in Harvey Bay, is going to like that one because he's a big Eli Madigan fan.
This was the action from the last round. It was action from start to finish, this one. Eli Madigan, a constant work rate. He was a fast starter and he was a good finisher. And Eli certainly did the job. Giorgi got caught with big shots just like that one. And you know what? He stood up to him. And you've got to pay full respect to Frankie Giorgi for doing that. He really made Eli work for this win. And as I said, Giorgi will learn a lot from this fight and become a much better fighter and a true champion in every sort of aspect of the word for it.
The judges' scorecards are in. Ladies and gentlemen, a unanimous points decision. To the red corner, Eli Mad Dog Madigan.
No doubt about it. Eli Madigan chalks up yet another win in one of his most stellar performances of his career. This young man really